I'm Cónal Creedon. My favourite artwork in the Crawford gallery is by Murdo MacLeod. It's called A Portrait of Roy Keane. There's a sort of a history around it, and it goes back to Roy's mother and father, because they used to live across the road from our house in number 20 Devonshire Street when they first were married. And even though I never knew Roy, I did get to know his Mr. and Mrs. Keane very well, especially in later years, because they lived on Devonshire Street, then they moved to Ballinderry Park in Mayfield, and then afterwards they moved to Rathpeacon. But they used to still socialise in their old neighbourhoods. This photograph was taken in August 2002, like 3 months after Saipan. So it was taken in the Four Seasons Hotel in Manchester, and you know, Murdo says he was most leaving the foyer. You know, the photographer stood up and said, "Look, we must take this photograph." But Roy Moore said, "Look, I take my photographs, all right." And he had in his backpack a skull of a raven. So he took out this skull and said, "Here, take that," right? And told him how to hold it. Took the snap, and then Roy just said something like, "That's my taxi, I'm gone," and he walked out. The thing with a photograph is you can't anticipate what's going to come out, because it's not like a painting where you can fix it up and do something as would say. You have to just develop it and see what you get. And the magic here is that he actually got it. There's the intensity. I think as a piece of photographic art, I think it's brilliant. It's Shakespearean, you know, the whole thing where Hamlet and Yorick, and like he picked up the skull, and it's like, you know, this is passing. The Crawford's going to be closed for a duration for the next year or two, and truthfully, I'm going to miss it terribly. It's been part of my life since I was a child. You know, I'm sure when it comes back, it'll come back every bit as, you know, exciting.